Okay, welcome to part two of Crossville Hikes Pioneer Short Loop Trail. This is just a video to show you the shape that the trail is currently in so we can compare it sometime late this year, early next year to the work we'll be doing to refurbish it. So starting from the swinging bridge back to the bridge over by the boat dock. It's fairly wide, but you can see where it does need work. Now here, there's stone steps that have put in that it appears that people are mainly choosing to avoid those steps and walk down the side. I don't really know why, but we'll probably have a little bit of work to do along there. This side, there's more open spots like this down beside the trail that you can get down near the water, and if you wanted to fish or something, it'd be easier. I don't know how this sun is gonna work, if it blinds out the camera or not. It's mostly shaded, so it shouldn't be too bad. You can hear a little bit of work going on, but up above to the right, there's a golf course up there. I like this spot here. It's a nice place to throw a chair up there and maybe just watch a bobber down in this little area here. Or maybe see if any deer or anything comes walking across the other side. But look at the roots. Oh my gosh. There's some interesting features along through here. That sun's shining straight into the camera. See, I didn't think this through, did I? I don't know how much you can see. The laurel's growing pretty close to the trail here. There's quite a bit of smoothing that's going to have to be done. This little trail goes out there to by the creek if you want to do a little fishing. Maybe if I look at my feet more here, can avoid that blinding sun in the camera. And I guess you can actually see better what needs to be done. The work that lies ahead. I guess even though there may be a better way to walk, like those stairs on the trail, I just noticed I walked around those couple rocks because I guess it was easier than stepping up. Looks like the deer like to come down here and drink. A lot of rocks right here. Rocks and laurel and roots. The three main culprits. So back to what I was talking about in the last video. Excuse me. If it takes 528 man hours to refurbish a mile of trail, that's 264 people days. And if you divide that just by an average of 4 people, on the trail each work day, let's see, 4 into 264 is 66 days, roughly. 66 working days for a crew of 4. We're only working 2 days a week, so that's 33 weeks. 33 weeks to refurbish a mile of trail in well, to refurbish a mile of trail, I guess. So Linda, if you're watching this, I want you to figure out how close you are, or we are, to being on that pace. Here's a nice little waterfall feature along here. with some rock overhangs and little caves. This part of the trail isn't bad for hiking, but it's probably not great for water drainage. I imagine we'll do quite a bit here just to pretty this up some. You can see where the trail gets so close to the edge that it gets muddy, and it really needs to come back up into here to get away from the edge. And these trails are so old, it's taken probably 70 or 80 years to move down like that. There goes some deer. Can you see them? He didn't run, but you just really can't see them very well. They blend right in. Let me see if I can get a little closer. Well, I'm glad you got to see that. There's two of them back there. Hey dear. Hey dear. Well, I won't bother them. At least any more than I already have. Another creek area needs redoing. Oh my, what a mess here. Like people have started going around the tree. They'd rather shinny through that little hole than climb up over them roots. Oh, I bet you guys feel like you're on a roller coaster. See, people have started going down around that tree because of all this root system here. But if you go cutting these roots out, that tree's liable to just fall straight into the lake there. Maybe not immediately, but after a couple good stiff winds. We're at the same, we're at 20 minutes. That's about the same amount of time as it took to walk that other side and film. I don't know if this side is a little longer or it's just harder to walk on, or I'm stopping and yapping more than I did over there. I don't know. Leave a comment and let me know. I don't get a whole lot of views on my videos, but if I was getting a few more comments, I might do a few more videos of other trails around here. Maybe invest in some better equipment. I've heard people say those 360 cameras are pretty good, and some people like having a drone follow them around. I don't know which would be better. I guess it depends on how many toys you can afford. There is a lot of rocks and roots coming up to that bridge. Ooh. Was that a big frog jumped in the water there or what? You know, I have seen otter out here along this side. They usually see me first and take off. You know, this side really is the nicer side of this trail to hike, in my opinion. Or the more scenic side, I should say. If you're a big fan of the water views. But when we finish, you'll get a little bit of everything with this trail. There's those geese again. Looking very picturesque. That's a big old root ball for that tree. It would be nice if we could do something with that. I don't know what, but something. Well, we're just about to the end of this trail. There's the bridge and the boathouse. And we're straight into the blinding sun. And with that, I'll leave you and thank you for viewing, and we'll see you on the next one.